we have here a... I think it's just 3k. I think Dactyl's at 3k. I believe this was a ZvP at 3k. The main complaint, or the main point of contention, was not sure what to do with the Overlord Scout. So this is going to be interesting. It's been a big day, sorry. So far, so good. Double gate core. Oh no, gate core forge. With a Nexus. Is it Nexus first? That has to be. Jeez. That's gonna be... That's gonna be hella greedy, man. Yeah, good to check the gold. Now the first Overlord sees... The first Overlord got to see this, right? We got to see that was a really quick Nexus, right? So he can't really have much gas behind this, which is absolutely right. There's bugger all gas. At 3 minutes, he's only had 100 gas so far because he must have mined this super late in order to get this Nexus down at the time he has. We see the second pylon here. We see 1 gas. We see exactly how much he's mined. 250. So yeah, he's mined exactly what it says here. We see this. We see another gateway. Did we see, what was that, a cannon? A battery, yeah, a cannon, sorry, my bad, a cannon. We see a second gateway. This is aggressive. 3 gateways feels pretty aggressive, right? Considering he doesn't have any units yet, he's trying to cut his production by like not making units now, so he can just like put like 7 or 8 gateways down probably and just like do a huge round of units at a time. We finally got ahead of the Protoss, or even on workers. Another one. No, that's Twilight Council, right? So that's tech. We see here 2 more gateways, so that's 3 gateways and 4 gateways in total, sorry. With a Robro as well, finally taking his gases. This was obviously a proxy. I think being that this is like 2 base versus 2 base, because you haven't seen a 3rd base yet. This is incredible. You haven't seen a 3rd base yet. Whatever he's doing, it probably warrants that you should have... wait, they're just slow lots. Okay. Just wandering in from the side. This is why the Overlord also needs to have... Like, it needs to be pushing vision out. As we progress our creep forward, we need to be moving our Overlords out in relation to it as well, until the point where you've got a really decent buffer. Then you can probably stop, but I like to try and keep my Overlords moving past the creep if I can. Yeah, so he's built, this is what, 4 gateways, sorry, 4 gateways at 4 minutes What is he doing with that? Why does he need that? And this is the answer, right? So this is basically, he's on 2 base, you're on 2 base, saturation. What is he doing? He's not taking a third. You've checked all the bases, right? You've checked every base except for this one, which would be incredibly brave or silly of him to take. So what is he doing? Your assumption should be he's 2 basing me. I need to build army anyway. And so when he rocks up, 7 queens though. Honestly, I think the play here is just take this. Take this with the assumption that you'll lose this, because honestly, this is an incredible amount of DPS. What are we talking here? This is 7 zealots. 7 zealots, 140 DPS. This thing's dead in like 10 seconds. And the Ling's, what? You will get the zealots, but yeah. We don't take the hatchery properly for a little while. We should have taken this as soon as we saw that base was under threat. If you ever have potential of losing a base, take another base. We do have a Roach Warren, which is fantastic stuff. We have a lair coming probably a little bit late. He's gotten the Stalkers out now, so the next question is, what's he doing with it? Is he literally not building... He's not researching any Twilight tech. So what the hell is this guy planning on doing? I have no idea. Oh, it was so close. That's frustrating. That's incredibly frustrating. So he's taken a third because we didn't have an overlord in a position that could see. He's just happily taken a third here without us knowing. He's got more gas income, which means better tech. More mineral income, which means everything's better. He is just flying right now, and unless you're attacking him in the next minute or so, there's probably not a lot that can be done. We dropped this when we probably should have just stayed happy with the 2 hatcheries we've already got coming and continued to macro. So how many gates is he on? He's still on 4 gates. So it's not a lot of production. But then he's just going straight into Storm. Like, he's literally like playing Gateway Man, but without any of the cool Gateway Man abilities. What did we see there? Did we see... This is why we need to have... I know we're scared of losing the Overlords, guys. I understand it, and I understand that it's scary. If you don't want to do this, then you should always have at least a Ling here. Just rally, build 1 pair of Lings, and rally it to the points where you don't want them to take a base. The fact that he was able to take this base without you knowing, you still have no idea if this is 2 base or 3 base or 4 base, right? Because you haven't been back to any of these other bases. He could have taken 2 greedy bases after killing your 3rd and just gone ham. So I think we saw the Templar. We see the Templar. We're now on a timer. We should be dropping a Hydralisk Den, and we should be dropping a Infestation Pit ASAP. We've had these Evo Chambers for God knows how long, with no upgrades coming as well. We are in such a bad spot. And yeah, we stopped this, but we got no chance of stopping that, and we have no idea when he's going to take this either. But he probably won't need to, honestly. He'll probably just move out once he's got a bunch of Storms saved up and a bunch of like Stalkers, and that's it. We have Roach Speed. We do have Roach Speed. Spire also versus Storm. Not really a good choice. A Protoss on 3 bases that hasn't really had to do anything and just got a free hatchery for nothing. Or almost nothing. And he's been ahead all game. I don't think the Spire is the play. It's too much work. It's going to create too many problems for you to manage and stay on top of him. I just don't think it's going to be worth the trouble. Yeah, so we should have dropped that a lot earlier. The Infestation Pit should have been a lot earlier. What I do love though is we got up to 70 workers, I guess, at a reasonable-ish pace. But he's probably going to move out soon, and we're going to have nothing to stop this. We need Lurker Tech to be able to guarantee that we can stay in. I don't think the Spire is the play in any way, shape or form. And now because we were on the map, without knowing where he was, we lose the base again. We've just taken god-awful fights. We're sitting in the storms as well, right? You could have baited these out. There's not that many storms here, right? Oh. We're going to lose the entire base. We probably lost all the drones too. No. We saved some drones. We're just rallying across the map though. Protoss is floating a ton of money. He's just in a good spot. He doesn't need to worry about anything anymore. You've got really good hatcheries everywhere though, which I really enjoy. I really like. But without tech that can actually stop the lurkers, I just don't see what's going to happen. I don't see how this gets better for you before it gets a hell of a lot worse. We're attacking again. He's taking a fourth. Is this well established? Boom. This is a well established fourth. We had no idea he was taking. We're just going to single file Lings in. That's good. Just leave them there. We can't do anything against this. And we're just going to keep rallying across and just lose a whole bunch of stuff for nothing. He did eventually get charged, which is nice. That's very cute. But we're not going to make a dent in this. We might kill the cannon. We're not even going to kill the cannon, are we? It's going to be close. We're going to get the cannon at the cost of like 10 roaches. Oh, we got the Templar. Alright. So we lost like 10 roaches to get a Templar. We're going to morph it into Ravagers just to try and save the HP. But honestly, like, the game's over. The game is so well and truly over. Yeah, we were just about the end anyway. So the question being, what do I do with my scout? I think what was going on with the scout was pretty good. We found his second pylon. We saw his tech of choice wasn't actually tech at all. It was just another gateway, which leads us to believe, like, where is he putting his tech? This should have been a red flag. Because, see, at this stage, he probably wanted to see which third you take, and then put it down. So, if you see a probe coming from a weird angle, you should probably go and investigate it. You didn't have any Lings at the time. No, you didn't have Lings. You could have easily just gone there and had a look. But this puts you miles behind. He's gone for a weird opener. He's gone kind of gateway heavy. What is he planning on doing with it? And if you're not prepping for a 2-base all-in, then I don't know how to help you. Like, you scouted, I think you scouted kind of what you needed to scout, right? Twilight Council, we get over here, we see Robo, we see 4 gateways, Twilight Council and a Robo. That seems like a pretty heavy 2-base all-in to me. That's almost textbook, right? So that's kind of your answer. If you don't see them take a second base, build units. I mean a third base. So if you don't see them take a third base, then you need to build units. There was one more I wanted to have a look at. From old mate. Dactylogram. This was something about... I don't think we got to see the replay. No, there wasn't a replay. Which is a shame. I wanted to have a look at something, but... now that what I might do is I kill this video real quick and I'll start a new one off. because I tried downloading this replay the other day and absolutely did not work. So I'll try it again now. Now that I got some actual internet, it should be a little bit easier. We'll get on to that. So yeah, for you, Dactyl, I think you got the information you needed. You just didn't make that judgment call. You thought there was a macro game, everything was running smoothly. Like a 5-minute timing is a pretty common thing, right? That's just when the Zerg's trying to explode their drone count. He hit you at the perfect time. You had nothing to defend it. Boom, you lose a third base, and you weren't quick enough to recover. You were in that state of shock, and that's just how it is sometimes.